Hey YouTube fans, how you going? I'm trying the Metformin CREAM, but I started to have a headache and felt a bit weird today. I tried the equivalent to 500 milligram tablet in the wrist, but what I'm going to try and do is take half that dose, say the equivalent to 250 milligrams twice a day, and see if that helps. But I did notice that I was dehydrated. You can test by pulling on your skin, and if it doesn't spring back fast, that can mean that you're dehydrated. What was helping before taking this cream was 3 Glucobay 100 milligram tablets a day, my 3 berberine tablets a day, 500 milligram, and the quarter tablet of Jardiance. That was working to some degree, and I wasn't peeing all night and not being able to sleep, but it wasn't perfect. I was still having 8 or 9 blood sugars in the morning, and I would crave sugars at night, and I felt lethargic. I'm a little worried about Metformin CREAM. It's still Metformin and still can give me a headache and still can make me feel like crap, but I will try upping my water intake because it makes you not want to eat as much. I will try upping the water intake. I will try having smaller doses, so split it up in half. In my case, I need to work up to at least the equivalent to 2 500 milligram tablets per day, but split. The blood sugars, I was running around today. They were really good. I went down to 5, but that's in the Australian standard, by the way. You have to multiply that by 18 for the American standard. 5 8s are 40. Okay, so that's 90. So during the day, in the American standard, it was 90. Yeah, but tonight, I had 2 muffins. I felt like sugar again. I wanted sugar. This happens with me sometimes when I'm taking medicine. I want sugar, and I had a couple of muffins, and then my blood sugar was 10, which is 180 in the American standard. So at the moment, I cut out all the Glucobay and everything. This is what I'm on at the moment. I'm on that cream, like the equivalent to 500 milligram tablet once a day, and I'm still taking my berberine because there was studies with berberine and metformin together. So they can be, according to that study, they can be taken together. Now, I'm not a doctor. An allied health professional. You need to check with your doctor. This is just what I'm doing. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, a little concerned about the headache tonight. That's the first day. Anyway, I'll try those things and see what happens. But that's the good news. I was able to find it here locally in Australia for you Australians. For you Americans, yes, you can find a compounding pharmacist if you want to use the Metformin CREAM topical. It's a 10% cream. My cream came in 100 gram container. Sorry, I don't have it in front of me, but it's just a container, and you use this particular container. You use a syringe to pull out the right dose, and I was taking half a mil, I believe it is, and that's the equivalent of like a 500 milligram tablet of metformin. That's where I'm at, guys. So that's apparently the whole idea of the Metformin CREAM, as I said in the last video, was to bypass the stomach, and for people who can't handle nausea and vomiting and all that sort of stuff. Apparently, if you can get a hold of the cream, the research I've done seems that it improves that or totally eliminates that fact. What's the other thing? It definitely seems to work through the skin. And I would advise having your shower and then putting the cream on. Of course, you don't put the cream on then go and have a shower. That's crazy. By the way, metformin can also help with psoriasis. If you have psoriasis, there's research that it can help with that. There's research that it can help with cholesterol, and there's a few other things. It can prevent strokes and everything. So it's an older drug and it's a cheap drug. That's what I was going to say. In Australia, this cream, it was on a private script. It cost me $80 in my city for a 100 gram container. It's a private script. You can't get it on the PBS, which is the Pharmaceutical Benefit Scheme in Australia. So, but I tell you, if it works, or if I can find a way to make it work, it's well worth the effort and the money. And the reason is why I'm trying in any way possible to take metformin is that it's one of the few things besides berberine, which I love, and berberine's natural, and there's a whole other video on that. It's the only other thing that I'm aware of. There may be other drugs, but my point is it helps with insulin resistance in type 2 diabetics. So sorry about the message just then. Yeah, so insulin resistance is diabetes. If you can improve your insulin resistance, you're going to improve your diabetes. If you can get rid of your insulin resistance, you're not going to be diabetic. That's diabetes type 2, insulin resistance. Alright, my dear subscribers and friends and newcomers, please subscribe, like, and follow my channel. Hope this helps somebody. As always, God bless you. Take care. Ciao. I'll keep you informed.